Good afternoon and welcome back to another video where we're working on converting our old stone barn into a home for us here in central Portugal. Unfortunately, Iwan has just busted his back. It's been pretty bad since olive harvest and he's kind of been taking on more than he probably should have, and this morning he was working on the van and I'm just not feeling great, so I've sent him to go and relax because I need him fit and strong. But I really want to get on with working on this wall and I feel like I know what I'm doing enough to crack on with filling all the gaps, and then I might also get round to clearing up this spray foam from when we put the roof on. So yeah, it's just me today. But yeah, I'll get to it. So my mix is done. I hope it's not too dry. I don't want to put too much water in, so we'll see as I go. This is the latest building fashion too, socks and flip-flops. You saw it here first. So I'm going to have a quick go at chopping down the foam along here. light's definitely getting a bit harder to film, but I'll see how much more I can get done and then I'll just show you where I get up to in the morning. And I have a dog and a cat moidering me for their dinner, but it's still a little bit early. They don't believe me when I tell them. But yeah, it's getting there. It's quite nice to have like one full section done, and then I'm going to try and do all up to this beam. Let's see how we go. Morning. Good morning. So we are the next day now. I'm a bit late to get started. Oh, the light's gone weird. A bit late to get started because I had some work to do this morning. And then we've actually got quite a busy afternoon because we are in fact driving home to Wales on Wednesday for Christmas. We weren't sure if we would definitely be going or not because last week all the rules changed for what tests we needed, but I think we finally figured out everything that we do actually need. So there's just a lot of running around we need to do and make sure that they're all booked. It's going to be quite an intense few days, so we leave here Wednesday morning and we'll be back in Wales Friday evening. So yeah, but I've got a couple of hours now, and I think I'm just going to try and do a few of the odd jobs around the place. I need to tidy up a bit, sort out the land, but I'll show you what I finished last night. So just for comparative purposes, this is the pointing we've finished outside. So it looks quite different from inside because this is finished nice pointing with different sand that's a bit lighter, whereas in the house I'm not pointing, I'm filling. I have to keep reminding myself of that. So it's definitely not as aesthetically pleasing, but the job is just to fill the holes so that we can render as smooth as possible a wall. And this wall is crazy and lumpy. The light's a bit strange right now, but this was all where I was doing yesterday, and then last night I did all up here, and then I realised that we'd not actually cleared out this bit of wall when we first cleared it, so that needs cleaning up properly. But it was actually really good to be doing it at night with the head torch because I could see the shadows much better of where filling needed doing in this wall, because this is where there's just been some cement thrown on the wall and there's lots of holes and things that need filling in that, and it's a lot more difficult than doing that, but it was really good with the shadow of the head torch. And there was a huge hole here, so I started filling that up. And one of the quick and easy tasks I'm going to do this morning is finish cutting off the foam, because I think it looks so much better on this side. That was not the satisfying 5-minute job I hoped it would be. The foam is really stuck to the stones, which is a good thing, but hard to get it off. But it definitely all looks so much better up there now. And next job is, we had a really windy night a couple of nights ago, and the downpipe blew off the cabin that goes into the IBC for collecting rainwater, so I'm going to go and reattach that.
Some silica maybe?
No, because we want to put a angled pipe on it properly.
You're right.
Another drain pipe job that needs doing is all the olives are rolling off this tree down the roof and into here, and it's actually really funny. This is a bit gross in here. When you're sat in the kitchen, you can just hear them rolling down the roof, and Albi likes to chase them.
Yeah, how's it going? So yeah, like Carissa told you, I've knackered my back. It's like a reoccurring injury that happens. It's happened for years and years. I compressed 3 vertebrae when I was like 22 or something, and yeah, it's just one of those things that keeps coming back if I don't look after it, and I haven't been looking after it, so my fault. So yeah, I'm supposed to be resting, but as I'm sure some of you know, it's very difficult to do that sometimes. So quick and easy job is, we've got loads of nice, I'll turn you around, loads of nice ash or potash from the fire. So we're going to put all that in a bucket, and we're going to give it to some of the trees and some of the veg before we go back to Wales. go, nice little amount. So now I'm going to put some of that around the base of these peach trees. Right, so there you go. You can see it's quite liberally added on, but as you will see in a moment, when you add some water, it disappears rather quickly.
So slight change of plan for the afternoon, which is always how our days unfold, because as we're trying to figure out all the timings of the tests, and also Frankie has to have a tablet before travelling to the UK, it's just really difficult planning everything. So we're going to go to Castello tomorrow instead, because then we can take her to the vets, because it's 72 hours that she needs to have her tapeworm tablet. Then we have to have a COVID test 48 hours before we get to the UK, well, maximum 48 hours, so we need to have our COVID test Wednesday morning just before we leave. So the train is at 10 o'clock Friday morning, so we have to have it 10 o'clock Wednesday morning, no earlier, and then we can leave, and then we've got a 9-hour drive through Spain, and we'll also need that test to get into Spain and France, and then we should hopefully be fine getting the train to the UK, and then we do a PCR test once we're in the UK. It's been quite a mind boggle. When we first decided we were going to go, it was just that we needed our vaccine passports, which we managed to get, which was all its own complication. So we've got that done, and then these 2 new test rules came in, and then planning that around Frankie's tablet. Anyway, that means we don't need to go to Castello today, but we are going to go to the supermarket because we decided we're going to have a fire this evening, so we're going to go get some food for that, and then that means I can spend It's starting to get dark. The sky is looking amazing. I'm just harvesting the calendula seeds because it should rain tomorrow. I mean, we've been saying that for months. I think it rained once in November, but yeah, maybe it actually will. Our neighbours are still harvesting olives in the background, and I think Iwan has got the fire going, So yeah, I will leave you there. I hope you've enjoyed following us along today. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I'm gonna